On June 13th, 2026, officers were dispatched in response to a reported domestic incident.
Right there, they probably saw something, what happened, but...
Happened out here?
Yeah, my wife came over here. I was watching my son. Okay. She asked me, "Oh, can you watch him tomorrow?" I'm like, "I can't watch him tomorrow. I gotta work." But she like, "Oh, you said you was gonna help him." I'm like, "I can't." She get mad. She take my son. She come out here. She act like she finna leave. Then she said, "You know what? You keep him." She come back in, push my son inside, close the door. So I get my son. I walk this way. I come meet her right here. I open the car door. I set my son inside. While I'm trying to set my son inside, she pushing the car door. Like I'm in between. She pushing the car door at my back. Then she kicked in the car door. Then she punched me in my back twice. So I come right here. I walk right there. She get back in the car. She get mad. She go open the door. She come back. She snatches the car door open. She grab my son, throw him down right here, and pull off. That's what they probably saw. They probably saw all that. Yeah. So I walk right here.
Oh, man. It sounds like he fighting one of them baddies, one of them girls that watch that baddie show. I could be wrong, but normally I'm not. All right, y'all. Today's video comes from the Bodycam Tube channel. So it's at this point where if you one of these street fighting mothers that like to parental alienate your father and to disguise it as he's a deadbeat, you might want to click off this video. My nosy is not going to be your nosy. But for the rest of you guys that know, we see this epidemic far too often, at least over here on this channel, where we only talk about the truth. It's time, guys. It's time. Oh, yeah. Let's be nosy.
Yeah, she circled back around. I got my son. I'm on the phone with the dispatch lady. While I'm over there on the phone with the dispatch lady, she come over there. She punched me 4 more times, kicked me twice while I got my son. She snapped. She punched me in the back of my head, on my arm. She kicked me in my back. She snatched my son from me right there. She jumped back in the car, threw him in the car, jumped back in the car, and pulled off.
Where'd she go? Where'd she live?
She live on Stagata. She told me to tell y'all, catch her when you can. But if you ask those people right there sitting under the Moondog sign, they probably they probably saw everything. It's like an ongoing thing with her.
Okay, you guys have a no contact order in place?
No, we ain't got none of that.
Why not?
We had
because this doesn't sound like it's healthy.
We had one before.
What's up, brother?
We had one previously. It was took off because we were trying to work things out. She living on Stagata. I'm living down here. I've been helping watch my son every day this week. I told her Sunday I got something to do. She get mad. She off on Sunday. She get mad because I told her I couldn't watch her and just blow up. This is not the first time y'all done came over. This is like the second or third time y'all done been over here because she done called them. I done called them. And this time,
they told us that there was.
And this is why you must take it to the courts, bro. You must get it on paper. When do you have custody of your child? When do you have visitation for your child? You can't be doing it on a favor basis because there ain't no favors when it comes to baby moms. Y'all both brought these kids into the world. So now ain't no favor. Y'all doing it because that's both y'all responsibility. But clearly you got to put papers on this female. You can't be doing it on their timetable, guys. It never works out in your favor. It's not in your best interest to be working any under the table deals with these women that you no longer be in a relationship with. Do that make sense, guys?
Yeah, this time it got physical now. She put her hands on me multiple times.
So what does she drive?
She driving in the silver Honda.
Or
Accord, the old Accord.
An Accord? They're giving us the wrong address at first. They gave us Olivia Street for some reason.
Yeah, but see, if I would have did it, she would have put me in jail. And she done put me in jail before for stuff like that. She done lied on me before and put me in jail. But this time, she actually put her hands on me. I know them people saw it, but it happened right here.
Okay, so
man, every man with the same story, and we can see that man's story. But these women running around with a different story that we just can't see no more. We just can't see men running off on their kids. But what we can see is these gatekeeping ass mothers who have no skills and all they have is the baby to manipulate and use as a pawn. That's what's been going on these past 30 years.
But when my son was sitting here and I came back walking down to come get him, I looked over there and they over there just watching like, she know I got to work at 5 and she put me through
5 today?
Yeah. I gotta work at. I work at Outback. I'm a chef.
Okay. So so obviously you said she doesn't stock on it, so she doesn't live here with you
No, she
anymore.
don't live here. She just basically just drop my son off in the morning and then leave.
Okay.
Go to work and then come pick him up.
You guys don't have any kind of custody agreement as of right now?
No, we don't have no custody agreement.
Nothing
but I've been watching
court-wise.
like when we did have a no contact order. The court told me Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I've been watching them every day this week. The only thing I told her was I can't watch them Sunday because I got something to do. She just blow up. I watched them every day. Last week I watched them. She brought them on Tuesday, didn't answer the phone until like Friday, Saturday.
And
I watched
how
them
old
all.
is
He 3. I watched them all them days. I'm calling her phone. She don't want to pick up the phone. She don't want to answer. I'm hitting up. She don't want to answer nowhere. Won't respond back, nothing. And I watched them with no problem. I've been watching them every day. I asked her for one day. It's a problem. One day. I don't understand. Like I work just like you work. Like what's the problem? I've been busting my ass and watching him. Like we supposed to be half. I understand we separated right now. You living up there, I'm living down here, but we still gotta be half.
It was never about half, because the big problem comes in that when you have kids, when you bring kids in the world, you need to be teammates, right? And nothing says that the woman needs to work. The man needed to work while the woman stay at home and raise the kids, so that these kids don't turn out to be YNs, so these kids don't feel neglected, so these kids are not raised off survival. That's how it went. For those of you that went and busted wide open and had these babies, and now you feel I got to go to work because I done busted open with a man who was not in his prime. He was not ready. So now we have it to where the man got to work and the woman got to work. So who the fuck is taking care of the kids? But financially, our government make it automatically the man's responsibility. Even though these women are now in the workplace working their ass off, neglecting these children while gatekeeping the dad from these children. Because if the dad get the children while these women go to work, then they won't need the man's child support anymore. Do you see why? This is why they so hell-bent on keeping the narrative what the narrative is. And even with all this extra, with them going to work, getting money, and the child support from the dad, these women still end up raising miserable kids, yo. Ain't that a damn shame? Black community.
She's sitting here steady coming by my house calling problems. Like the last time she came over here, my mom told her she don't want that around here.
Yeah.
Because like we could get in trouble for being over here, for being in housing. This is the third time she came over here with nonsense. The third time. We can't go to her house and do that. She had a sheriff right there waiting for us. It's like, why you coming down here causing a problem at our house? I told him, I'm done with it, man. You don't put your hands on me, man. I'm not going for that. You going to jail. Simple as that. You ain't got no reason to put your hands on me. I ain't touch you. I ain't did none of that. What you putting your hands on me for? What you kicking the car door? I'm sitting there trying to put our son in the car. Why you kicking the car door while I'm in between it?
So she was kicking. That was her car door.
Yeah, she was kicking the car door while I'm in between the car door.
Okay.
And I know these people. I know they were watching everything. I know it.
Well, where was the car? Was the car parked here?
Right here.
It was parked here, and that was okay.
Right here on the corner of the block.
Where she hit you a couple times in the back.
Yeah.
You were further down that way.
I was down that way.
Okay, so they would have seen the car part, but not that part.
Yeah, they would have seen the her hitting me right here, but they ain't seen her hitting me down there. But it was some people down there like driving across when she was hitting me. They're
not there now, though.
No, I'm telling you, I'm sure these people saw a lot of what went on because they over there. They over there talking about. I'm sure they seen a lot.
Well, I mean, there were two people sitting here.
Yeah. They
can't. They showed up after. Okay.
See, because she was parked exactly right here. She was parked exactly right here when it was going on.
You got any other family down here with you? Or you?
I'm a local. I got.
Well, I'm talking about like if you were to take this to court, right, and try and get custody, are you trying to get like?
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like
9 times out of 10, they gonna tell her she gonna have a no contact because he was involved when this happened. So they gonna tell her she can't be around him anyways.
Well, so what I'm saying is, from the sounds of it, this is the third or fourth time this has been going on. We need something put down in place.
Yeah, I got it.
When you go make exchanges,
did they
yeah, they told me the same story you did.
Told.
They were all pretty shook by it. It's like she threw the kid down too. I know you mentioned that.
Do you have any injuries?
No.
Hey, so
No,
they said one thing that I'm trying to clarify. They said she was trying to close the door, but
I was in between it. I was in between the car door,
Okay.
and she was kicking it and pushing it.
Okay.
While
So you were the one in the way, not the child.
I was in between the car door trying to put my son in the car seat, and while I'm doing that,
Okay, so
she pushing it and kicking it. While I'm like this the whole time trying to put him in the car seat.
We gotta get a lethality assessment.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
You got, we got a few questions. It's called a lethality assessment. It's required by Florida law now that we have to provide this because it does fall under domestic. You guys have a child in common, so even though you're separated right now, you're still domestic. All right.
This sad right here, bro. And all this man want to do is get his child, bro. All this man want to do is get his child. That's it. He actually want to do you women a favor. He want to do the mother of his child a favor. And it's not really a favor, but he want to get his child. Why is the narrative created that men don't want to take care of their kids? Why are we continue to run with this narrative? What are y'all benefiting from this narrative? Because it doesn't look good. We know what y'all doing when y'all raise these kids by yourself. We see what the statistics show. So why are y'all still continuing to go with this narrative that it's the father, it's the child, it's the child's parent that wasn't involved in the child life? That's the reason why the child comes out the way they are. Why do y'all continue to run with this, single mothers?
It shouldn't take. It's got a few questions in there, and basically yes or no questions, and we'll just go down the list, answer them for us, and then. So when you were there, was the door was hitting you in the shoulder somewhere here?
It would hit me like
on the back,
like in the leg, in the back area. Like
okay.
she was just like kicking it, and it was like I was leaned in, so it was just like.
Could you raise up the lower back so I could see if there's like any markings? Okay, all right. I don't see any.
Yeah, it was like while I was leaning in, it was just
it was probably like the handle part, like the plastic piece there.
It was just like I was like a wedge, like it wasn't able to close. So she was just like boom, boom. It was just like boom. I got to go through this right before work.
Listen, I mean, I know it's probably not something that you want to have to deal with, but
she calling me now.
She's calling now?
Yeah. I don't want to talk, man. You're going to jail. You going to jail.
What was she's asking for his shoes?
Yeah, like I got his shoe. I don't got his shoe. He had everything on him.
You really gonna want to take this up with the courts and figure something?
She checking for temperature. She checking to see if you follow through with what you said. Ain't about no kid's shoe right now. She's keeping tabs on you to see if you did exactly what you said, which was call the police on her. So she want to know how far is the police from her.
Something out, some sort of agreement, whether it's you have to do it in a public place where you guys make an exchange. That way things like this don't escalate and get to, and then something where it's written down on paper. So you have him certain days, so Monday to Wednesday or whatever you said, Monday to Friday, like whatever they can come up with. If you guys want to still share the custody, come up with some sort of agreement. That way in the courts, that way we have something where we can assist and prevent this from going on and happening anymore. Especially if this is the third time.
Yeah, it's been more time than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the third time that we've been called from what you were saying, that we've been out here. So it's something that we don't want.
Who does she live with?
She live alone.
Huh? Live alone? I'm going to tell you right now that based on what you're telling me and what they're telling me, she's going to end up going to jail there.
That's on her?
Okay. I'm saying there's a kid there. Is there...
You can bring him here.
Yeah.
My sister here. She'll watch him till I get on work.
Yeah. We'll see if we can find out and go from there. All right?
This shit crazy. Oh, I just made them just tighter. You forgot to.
And here go the demon, yo. Man got himself a Christian Rock. I told you. Culture creates the character, guys. Culture creates the character. She looked like one of them hip hop wives, right? You could tell she identified heavily with the hip hop wife culture. So this is why she running him through the ringer, because she get all her information from VH1. She get her information on how to be a woman and how to be a mother from celebrity TV. I knew it was something about her when he told us how she was getting down, yo. You're modern day superhero woman, yo. Crazy.
Pocket.
Just signal 14, my body cam died a while ago. Probably in the middle of the
Ow. You forgot to lock the handcuffs.
Oh, they tightened up?
Yeah.
Well, we're going across the street.
Can you at least play some music, please?
What?
Like, just play some, like, Skrilla Swerve.
Really?
What?
Yeah. By G Herbo.
It's behavioral patterns, guys. I know y'all be up here like, Gus saw this video. Mr. Goodbread saw this. I really don't watch all of these videos straight through. I watch the beginning, and then I set my title, and then I get on go, and we watch these videos together. It's called behavioral patterns, guys. Behavioral patterns. When you study why humans act the way they are, you're able to predict exactly what's going to happen. I knew this was a hip hop loving girl right here. I knew it. I said it. Now she in the back of the police car requesting some gangster music. Is she crazy? Some drill music. Incredible, yo. Incredible, bro. That tell you her mindset and her mentality, her maturity. And she's a mother. She's allowed to be a mother.
And make my ride to jail a little nice or something, please. Dios mío. Wow, when I've been going to church and I've been doing good and I've been praying and I've been succeeding, you know. I got my license for a nail technician. Like, I was really being a bad bitch. You feel me?
You look like you were.
Mind you, being a bad bitch means leveling up in all areas except for your mind. You level up everywhere except for your mentality. They put all this extra effort into being a baddie, but they mind fucked up. They never get rid of those childhood traumas that have them thinking being a baddie is okay, is normal.
I was, but it's always with him. Look at all my records, bro. It's all with him. Everything's with Timothy. Swerve. By G Herbo and Skrilla. The underneath, yes. And put that shit loud as and just let me think about fucking life. Sorry, I don't mean to be demanding. What? Let's make this shit go viral.
Draco, Hawk spit up out the whip, swerve. Draco, Hawk spit up out the whip, swerve.
Smooth ride, huh?
Yeah.
Bad. And the worst part was that the worst part is that what? What'd you say?
More young than me.
Save what?
Well, that was that song.
Oh yeah, Skrilla is pretty cool. So what is the process? It's been like 2 years since I've been up in the
Process.
And who's working right now, Rodriguez?
I don't know who's working. I don't work nights. I haven't been.
Why would you arrest me out of both of us? I thought I was your dog.
You was. I mean, it's still are, I guess. But I mean. Like,
so we still are friends?
Yeah, still cool.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can I take my seatbelt off?
Hold on.
And no one is every day some new shit. Beefing with my life still rich. Hey, $500,000 whip. I'ma be in jail forever. Yes, gonna get it. You know.
Remember, in the community, the mamas don't give them information. So they look to these hip hop stars, these celebrities, and that's how they get their information. These celebrities tell them how to run their lives. So they pick a celebrity, Christian Rock, for example, and they run their life the same way that celebrity run their life. You see, she is engulfed with the hip hop culture. And hip hop culture creates the character.
He just sad because I don't want to be with him no more, you know? He's just sad because I don't want to be with him no more. Like, I'm doing way better than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing better without him.
What happened today probably looks pretty bad.
The suspect was charged with domestic battery. Her case is currently pending.
Incredible, guys. I tell you, I leave these hellified women alone. Now, it wasn't Keisha work today. This was hot mamacita, spicy mamacita margarita work today, guys. But again, I told you, it ain't about no color or culture or race. Culture creates society. And right now, a lot of these modern dustos, they, they represent and they love that hip hop culture, bro. And it's that's what's ruining the relationships. They following the Cardi B's and the Christians and the Offsets. The men too. The men follow. The men pick a character and they follow them too. And that shit is ruining our culture, bro. Black culture. Black culture has become hip hop culture. Yes. And I know this is spicy margarita, but spicy mamacita margarita is black. Yeah, they get identified as us. And it's unfortunate you ain't got to act like this. But if enough of us act like this how they gonna say we act. So miss me with the bullshit, y'all. Let's take it to the comment section. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this video and about this epidemic that is being exposed. We see the truth now, guys. How do you feel about knowing that your grandpa probably did not run off on your grandma Betty to go be with Miss Elsie over there? He probably didn't. He probably was pushed away. Like, share, subscribe if you're new over here. 2 videos is going to pop up. One is a playlist. The other is this morning's video. And I'll see you guys a little bit later.